This is like a dream come true for me, hun. This is like 20 years in the making. Like my 1997 me back here in 2021, living my best life with Faye from Steps on a Zoom.
There we go. Who knew? Who knew? Yeah, of course I'm a hun. There's no denying it. There's no denying it. And I love being a hun, to be honest, because I live my best life when I'm being my honeyest.
There we are. An inspirational quote to kick us straight off. What more could we ask for? Be honest now, you're heading to All Bar Hun. What's the attire? Is it jeans and a nice top?
Oh, babe, since Lucky D, we've all changed. It's now a little black dress and a long boot. And of course, because winter's setting in, we definitely need to get those long boots out again, don't we?
Exactly. We've had nowhere to go over the last year and a half. So I don't know about you, but I go out all Huns blazing when I just go to the shop.
Absolutely. Sequins and everything.
Moving on, have you ever had to speak to the manager?
We always get Lisa to speak to the manager. That's the law.
That's the law.
If we need to speak to the manager, Lisa's your girl. So we'll say, Lisa, go speak to the manager. She's got the gift.
And she's also got her, I mean, who can say no to somebody who wears blue hair mascara? Is there anything that you can think of? It doesn't need to be Steps related or anything from your career, but it could be anything that you think that is a moment in the Hun timeline from back in the day that we should add to our timeline today.
Oh my goodness. Like, well, I think my moment, my ultimate moment probably, it was, and it is Steps related, but probably when we did our video. So we had Claire doing pasta alla Clara. And I think I was probably one of the first, one of the originals to do a makeup tutorial. So I think everyone needs to go back and find that VHS with my dreadlocks, wearing my my little overalls in the hotel room, doing a makeup tutorial. I think we need to relive that and maybe do an updated version.
Yes, no, that is 100% thing, because I actually, with the memes for Hunsnet, I always go back, because aren't you sat on a sofa in the clouds in that video randomly?
Absolutely, like a PVC red sofa.
Indeed,
and flew around. Yeah.
And let's just remember, so we know famously about Pasta alla Clara. You did the makeup tutorial. Lisa did the dance routine.
That's right. Lee was doing exercises.
I think Lee was doing exercise.
He was doing a little PT, and then H was showing us his circus tricks.
Indeed.
I mean,
that
magical.
I can remember very, very recently, actually, I have just bought, because do you remember the combats that you guys wore, I think, in Stomp?
Parachute pants.
Wow. They are back. They are
back. And also your platform trainers. I remember being in Australia with the band, and we had silver and luminous yellow costumes with a little platform Skechers sandal trainer. I mean, living our best lives.
No, I remember this from when I was at college. Yeah, there was these, like, they were like sandal trainers, weren't they, with the big thing,
with like a wedge
plastic
heel.
Wedge. And didn't
amazing.
Didn't you guys wear them with like the combats, and then there was some sort of skirt that went over them as well?
Do you remember? Yeah, baggy trousers with a little skirt. There we go.
Do you know what I love as well? One of the moments that I looked at recently, the one for Sorrow picnic that you guys had looked like a right old raver. Do you remember the picnic? And you guys are just randomly in a sunflower field having a picnic. That's one of my favorites.
It was a beautiful moment. I think I like the bit where we're all cycling. We've all got these fabulous little backpacks on, and we're like, actually, there's a fun moment in that video, and I don't know if it actually made the final edit. I'll have to go and have a look. But we're walking together, and we're walking and all having a nice time. And if you have a look at Lisa and H, there's a little moment. So I wonder if you can go back and find that and let me know what it is.
I will find it. That's going to
report back to me. Yeah, we're all walking together, and Lisa and H are on the sideline, and there's a little moment. Go see if you can find it.
Do you remember when the Spice Girls had nicknames? You know, the Spice Girls nicknames, posh and everything like that. What would be the nicknames for your bandmates? Maybe let's.
We actually had these because we were asked about this. So Claire was Gadget Steps.
Okay.
because she will buy any gadget, and she had everything. I think so Lisa was actually Party Steps. That was her name. Mine was Smiley Steps.
Yeah.
What was H? Naughty Steps, maybe it was. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. And I can't remember what Lee was.
So, is that them from back in the day? What would they be now? You know, now 20 years down the line, and you know, your lives have changed and everything like that. Are they still the same? Has anything changed?
No, I think we're still like that. I do. I think we're still very much like that. Lisa still loves to party. I'm still grinning like a Cheshire cat. It's all good.
Do you remember those times when you were on the front of those magazines?
Yeah, and all the really random photo shoots we did. Did you ever see the one where it was supposed to look like we were all naked underneath a Union Jack?
A flag. Yes.
I mean, the creative team were having the best time figuring out what they wanted to do to us next. And we were like, yeah, great, let's do it.
But the good thing about it is I'm sure that we used that particular image in some of the Brexit memes and stuff like that. So
there you go.
Thank God for the creative team back in the day.
Thank heaven Smash Hits was there to record those moments.
Curly hair and straight, which do you prefer?
So naturally, I am a poodle. So the curls of mine are real, and I spend money on straightening my hair. So yeah, that's my story. And this is why I've experimented all my life with fabulous different types of hairdos, because I used to have a moniker problem when we went to Asian countries specifically because of the humidity in the air. I used to struggle and look like Annie as soon as we stepped out onto the stage. So this is why we've had the many different on Faye from Steps.
Well, no, and some iconic looks from over the years. I don't think you've never had a graduated bob though, a Karen cut, have you?
I've not had a graduated bob because probably straighteners hadn't been invented at that time, so those two styles didn't collide with me.